think about sales in prospecting and specifically, even though we have all this technology, it's amazing to me. I mean, it's estimated that you can take this little device and pull up every word ever written in the history of the world. And yet, how many times have both of you received LinkedIn connections, emails, voicemails, text messages that are completely irrelevant? Things like, "Hey, Merritt, as a..."
Just today? How many? Just today?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just today, right? "Hey, Julie, as an author, have you ever thought about becoming a speaker? Come on, just go to my website." So it all really stems from, everything I developed just stems from the fact that prospecting and sales, although we have all these new technologies in front of us, many of them are built to create efficiencies within the sales process. CRM as an example, obviously you are one of the world's experts in that. And that's wonderful. That's great. Yet if you're not connecting with your prospects in ways that are relevant to what they care about, or said another way, you're doing sales the same way it was done 100 years ago. You're picking up the phone book. Now it might not be the phone book. It might be a list that you buy online, but you're starting at A and ending at Z and mathematically hoping that somebody might be interested in you. Well, I think you're missing some opportunities. That way of prospecting obviously still works. I'm not saying cold calling is dead. Yet I think, especially with the more complex sale, there might be better ways, more efficient ways, more profitable ways to find the prospects where you can provide extreme value and where price sensitivity thus becomes less important.
That's so important. And we had actually just done a whole 4-pack series on the theme of differentiation. And we talked about differentiating not just your products and services, but your sales process and using cool technology to differentiate yourself. What we really didn't talk about is how your prospecting habits and practices really could also be a differentiator. So if everybody's looking at the first page of Google, we're really all going to find the same things. I think one of the things I learned from you, and I remember being in one of your audiences, you won't remember this because I was in a large audience, but I remember being in your audience. It had to have been 12 or 15 years ago. And you taught me things then, but way before all this virtual world was happening, that blew my mind on the topic of prospecting and research. And